stay close enough that he can charge up.
Okay. Alrighty, sounds good.
If William's going up, I'll stay at the back with
Alrighty,
Stig.
sounds good. Melton, as you get to there, as the owl gets to there, it does see kind of an intersection in the tunnels there, and one goes to the north and one goes to the south, kind of southwest.
He'll go south.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Freaking cat.
And kind of continues along, right? Oh, the cat, that's funny. All right, it goes to there. You do see that the tunnel continues to the north. I hate these little tunnels. They're hard to unmap. All right. As the owl rounds the corner there, it sees that the passage sort of straightens out, but it also sees spiders. But these spiders are weird spiders. These spiders are almost frozen-like. They're all covered in icicles. Their legs look crystalline, and you see them coming down the path towards you. They do see the owl, however, because the owl can't stealth. And move in to attack. And,
Poor owl.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. I don't think you can roll the owl if you want to see if he has a chance, but nope.
Okay.
Oh, that's Melton. Sorry. Go ahead and roll that.
Yes. And Melton don't have a chance either.
Yeah. Well, he's hidden. I mean, granted, you did stealth, so you have been stealthing. Oh, Barry, you get to re-roll that. All right. Yeah. So the spider takes a bite at the owl, which he hits. And immediately puts 4 hit points of damage, and it dies. Melton, you see the spider kind of is chomping down on it, and you see the second spider kind of climbing over and is now sitting on the ceiling looking down. And they're kind of squeezed together as they're both trying to maw at it with their tentacles there. It does not see you, however, and continues to work on that. The rest of the group, you hear the sound of something kind of clicking and clacking down the hallway there. Yeah, what would you guys like to do? Melton, or Stig, what would you like to do?
I'd probably just think it's his clamp-ons. So
Alright.
I'd just be following William.
Kind of continue to follow along behind him? All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Rest of the group, William and Barry, the same?
Unless he shouted anything out, I'm just following Stig.
Gotcha. Yeah. By initiative,
Yeah.
you guys would be kind of continuing, so we'll put you right there. Melton, so it's your turn. They are mowing down on what they think is an owl now that the owl's gone, and they seem to be kind of working on it. One's on top of the other, essentially.
Melton's going to bonus action dash through the party. He's going to spiders!
All right.
Hate
Gotcha.
my owl!
So you kind of run through, and you hear him yell spiders as he runs.
And I guess I can, well, it doesn't make any difference because I won't be able to ready in action because my turn will be over with, so.
Okay. All right. Here. Relani, I'm just going to take you off the combat tracker. We'll put you back on when it's time. That way it doesn't click on you. All right. Owl is dead. Harshnag is gone, so let's hide him. Okay. So you guys are there. Okay. So as he yells that, the other spider moves its way up here and steps to there, and the other one's behind it. And Melton.
No, I'm up.
Nope, I'm just kind of letting you know. You see a counterpart coming down the other tunnel.
I see more spiders. They should
Alrighty.
be squeezing, aren't they?
They are. I'll put it on him. So that's going to be Stig. Stig. So you're up. So you see a giant spider kind of rushing towards William there.
I don't see the one behind me, probably.
Nope, you don't.
I'll cast Bless.
All right. Hang on 1 second before we start. All right. Before we start. Well, that's all right. Well, yeah, we'll do this. Go ahead. We'll do it. We're good. Go ahead. Yep. Do bless.
Alright, and then, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Sounds good. William.
All right, he is going to rage.
All righty. Sounds good.
And then go ahead and attack this closest spider with his greatsword, it looks
Yep.
like.
Sounds good. That's a hit. Nice.
And does he get 1 or 2 attacks?
He gets 2. Yep, 2 attacks. That's another hit. Nice. Nice.
Ooh, he's got that great weapon feat, so he gets
He does.
another
He
attack
gets
if he
another
kills
attack.
something.
That's right. So you can move up and hit the other one. Nice. Alright, that's a hit. And yep, nice. So hit the next one. Good job. Barry.
If I step up, like in
You can-
right by
Uh-huh.
Stig, can I cast? Can I still see William from that position?
You can. Yep. So yeah, you can actually step through Stig and then back if you wanted to.
All right, I'm casting haste on. Well, I want to make sure that I can still see.
William, you can see them both, right? Or William and Melton, you can see them both.
All right, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and cast haste on both of them. I'm going to
Okay.
twin it.
Sounds great.
Damn, I forget what does that do? Give me an extra attack or something?
AC2 and an extra attack and advantage on dex saves.
That's a freaking awesome.
And I think it doubles your movement too.
Yeah, I think it does as well. I'd have to look at it again, but yeah, I think
It
you're right.
does.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, somebody walked in. All right, there you
No
go.
problem. All right.
Did that
Nice.
did that go on both of them?
I did.
Yeah,
it
it
went
did.
on Melton and William. Yep, sure did. Nice, Barry. And then you're going back, or are you staying right there?
I want to be between these people so that I'm not near the spikes.
Sounds good. All right, Melton, you're up, buddy.
Okay. I'll take a shot
Alrighty, sounds good.
with my little handy dandy thingy thing.
Yep. All right,
Does
so
that hit?
it does. All right, it's dead. Sneak attack's so nice.
I'll wiggle my way around there
Alrighty, sounds good.
and take another shot.
Yep. That misses.
Oh. Yep, and then I'll wiggle my way back around there since I got all that speed.
Alrighty, sounds good. And alright, it's like a nice spider. He's gonna take a bite. And Mrs. William. Stig.
I'll step around Bree,
Yep.
and I'll toll the dead.
Alrighty, sounds good. He fails. William's turn.
All right, William will continue to attack.
Alrighty, sounds good. That's a hit. It's dead. So, you have haste for the next 9 rounds and bless for the next 9 rounds. What would you guys like to do for the next 9 rounds?
Guess keep
William.
going south.
Yeah, William will continue to kind of charge down this hallway since he's kind of in a rage anyway.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, I think you can do a full 90 if you wanted to, right? 30, 60, 90.
Yeah, he can move 60 normally.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He can. I forgot. So where would you like William to go past there? Do you want him to go north or do you want him to go south?
He'll go ahead and head south.
Alrighty. Sounds good. So go ahead and open up this most part. And let's see. That's simple. 30. How much total can you move then if you're hasted?
He would be able to move 60 normally.
Okay.
So 120 total if
And-
he's dashing.
If he's dashing, okay. So you can move there. When you step here, William does have light on him, right? Well, yeah, you cast light on William, didn't
Yes, he does.
you? Yep, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So William can see there is a room that's off to the, down that corridor, and in that room he sees what looks like 30 or 40 clear ice-shaped eggs that are sitting in webs. And there's just curtains that kind of go up and down, and there's all these sort of eggs that are sitting in these curtains. And inside you see tiny little crystalline spiders in there.
I think William in his rage would go in a smashing.
Alrighty, sounds good. I think that was 60... I can't remember what it was. Okay, that's fine. We'll have you run in there. So we'll have you run there. And you're going to swing at those eggs.
William's going to say, "Leave her alone, you bitch."
All right.
A little alien humor.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's put that there. And just go ahead and give me an attack roll. Will be fine. That'll be no problem. And then for the rest of the group, while William's swinging at these eggs.
Melton's going to bonus action dash.
Thanks. William cuts down like 4 or 5 of the spiders and kills them. As he gets in there, he sees a huge room. Actually, it's about 50 feet high, with all kinds of just sheets and sheets of this icy kind of web. And at the very top, you see a very large spider sitting up at the top. All right, so William dashes in. How about Barry and Stig? Trying to keep up?
Don't leave me, Stig. I can't see.
Oh, that's right. She can't see.
Oh, she can't?
Yeah,
Alright,
she's
I'll,
blinded.
I'll move 30 and cast light on Barry's brooch.
All right,
Thank
sounds
you.
good. All right, sounds good. Barry-
Because if I cast it again, then William's going to be blind.
All right, fair enough. And Barry's going to move to about the same spot, I suppose, then, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, gotcha. Got to stick him behind. Okay, so William, you see this spider is... we'll go right up to the top. Oh, it'd actually be their turn anyways. She's about 40 feet up in the web that you see from the ground. And she kind of crawls around to the top of the ceiling, and she fires a web at you. And it misses, and it turns the entire wall into a crystalline web behind you. Stig, you can... Oh, no, that would be your move. Okay, gotcha. And then, William, you're up. I'm sorry. I got a little messed up on my order there.
All right, William will charge forward to the queen and start beating on her.
She's about 40 feet up. She's up in her webs.
Okay, he will get fairly close underneath her
Yep.
and throw 2 javelins.
That'll be
at her.
great. It'll be at normal. We're not disadvantaged, so it's 30 feet now. Perfect. So you hit with the javelin. And nice. And hits again. Alrighty.
Does he only have 2?
Oh, he has one more. He's hasted, right?
Yep.
Yep, one more attack. That's another hit. Nice. Alright, so Barry and Stig... Oh, that was Barry. I'm sorry, that was your last turn. So you saw Melton running around the corner like Han Solo did in Star Wars. Melton, you're up.
Melton's going to move in where he can get a shot.
Yep.
He fires without a bolt.
Okay, sounds good.
Did that hit?
Yeah, it does hit. I'm sorry. My apologies. Yep.
And he quickly reloads his crossbow, puts a bolt in there, and shoots again.
Alrighty. That's a hit. Alright, so you hit her and she immediately dies and falls down to the ground. But as she does, all the eggs immediately hatch, and there are 32 tiny little insect spiders that pop out.
Good thing I still got movement.
And there's a whole swarm of little spiders that now are crawling out of all the eggs. Alrighty, Melton.
I'll back up a little bit.
Alright, sounds good. Alrighty, they take a bite at over on to William. They do hit William. And William, they're kind of all over you. They're kind of crawling all over him and kind of biting them all over the place and everything. Stig, you're up.
Yeah, if he didn't have a phobia, he does now.
Yeah. So Stig, as you come around the corner, you see Melton kind of running backwards, has his crossbow pointed towards the opening. You get there and you see Williams covered in spiders.
5 more. I'm not gonna-
5 more. There you go. All right, William. Whoops, sorry, William. I didn't mean to overstep you there.
Oh, sorry, wrong push to talk
Oh,
button.
that's okay. No problem.
He'll start sweeping them off and slashing at them and stomping on them and doing everything he can to destroy as many of them as possible.
Sounds good. You can do an attack roll against him with your weapon, actually. Great. So you're able to really kind of get good effect without hurting yourself. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. So you're kind of sweeping them off. You're killing some of them. You can go ahead and do your other 2 attacks too. So, yep, that one hits as well. Stomping on them, slapping them. Yep, good. And your last one. Yeah, nice. And he's able to finally get the last bit as he's stomping on them. Barry, you are able to kind of run up right at the last moment as William is kind of stomping down these spiders and able to see him kind of dancing around.
Quit dancing.
Cut into my pants.
Making you do the cha-cha dance. I guess we'll search through this refuge to see if there's anything. Maybe, William would look for a pristine egg that still has a spider in it.
Yeah, they are. There's none, unfortunately. They all hatched when Mommy was killed. So, but looking around, you do find a warhammer that has a sapphire at the it's kind of the pommel at the end. That's underneath there. It looks like a dwarven warhammer. And you also find a frozen flask. And in that flask is, let's see what the liquid color is. The liquid is it's well, it looked like a brown and silver gelatinous sort of mixture inside the flask. And there's
Well, you
three
know
of them.
William would taste it if you could get the stopper open.
You would, wouldn't you? No, there's
His
one of
tongue,
them.
it
Sorry.
make his tongue stick to it.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. I should have. So yeah, so it's a frozen flask of something, and then you have this this nice warhammer.
Maybe it's a Warhammer of Resurrection.
Maybe,
Could be.
might be.
We're gonna pull Relenia out and like hit her with
Yeah, beat her with it, see if it works. This doesn't seem to be working.
it. Arise!
Arise.
I don't think he could tenderize her any more than she already is.
But searching the rest of the chamber doesn't have anything.
I'll ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Is the Warhammer magic?
It is not. It's very ornate. It looks really nice. The potion is magical.
Okay.
But
Any of the
since-
stuff in there.
Yeah, right. Yep, I agree. So the other thing, though, is you found out that Wormblood's amulet is magical. That's the amulet that's at the top. And let's see if there was anything else that was magical.
Is it the one that says opal amulet with a rune?
Nope, it should say just amulet.
Okay, yep.
Yep, and I think, I think that was identified. Yeah, the potion of water breathing is already identified. Yeah, that looks like that's the only thing that is magical that you have in the sheet still.
And the shard, of course.
Yes.
Oh, hell, we still got a bunch of treasure in there, too.
Yeah, a ton of treasure.
Well, maybe we go north now.
Oh, and the other room,
Sounds
the
good.
Opal of Ild, is magical too. I'm sorry, I misspoke. All right, so you guys are going to head north. Are you going to continue to run through? How many? You have 8. You have 8 left on your thing here. I mean, I would probably take 2 rounds for you guys to. Well, you cast. Never mind. You cast detect magic, ritual cast, so it's off.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to head north.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yes.
So as you continue north, the path continues to bend and wind. You do get to another impasse or a split there, and you can see kind of where you're getting to. You can see outside the signs of twilight or sky that's there, and as you get to the edge, you see that the opening is sitting on the side of the mountain, and it appears to be anywhere between 200 to 500 feet down to the bottom.
I'm going to poke my head out. Do I see the red dot on the horizon?
You don't see a red dot on the horizon, but you do see a very peculiar thing sitting just outside the entrance. Actually on the bridge, not on the entrance. There's that long sort of land bridge that comes to the area here. You see a boat parked there. And that boat is sitting on what looks like sleigh runners. And above that boat, there's a large net holding a very large red balloon. Are there any Acquisition Incorporated people here that watch that? Or have seen their videos?
I've seen some
There's
of them.
not 99 Luftwaffe balloons, though, right? Just
No.
one.
Yeah, just one. So he had a model of this actually on one of those episodes. I'll show you a picture here in a second. You do see it sitting there, and nope, I don't want that. Sorry. And you all can kind of take a look and see what it looks like. But it looks like that.
Does that look like the boat from that had the golden goose on it?
No, that's a great question. It does not. It is nothing like that boat at all. This boat is much smaller, and this one has a very large ballista kind of on the front there, and on the back it has a large crossbow, and there is a large machine there that you see some fire that's kind of going up into it. and it's just lightly kind of burning at this point, probably enough to keep the balloon lit. But it's sitting down on the land, and you don't see anybody in the boat or on the edges of the boat. It's just sort of sitting there.
It's got to be gnomes if it's got a
Ah,
propeller
gotcha.
and a
Cool.
motor. I didn't know they invented propellers.
Yeah, this one has a propeller.
That's cool.
All right. So you see that sitting out there. You're going to continue up the northern path, I assume.
Yes.
might as
Or are we heading
well.
back? Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure if we were heading back or if we were going. All right. So as you continue up the northern path, you come to an area that looks like a bunch of caves. It's a natural cave. It's about 30 feet high, and there's several columns that you see in there. The floor is flat, but the cave is filled again with these translucent, icy spider webs, and they really sort of block your view from where you're standing. However, I gotta look at passive perception here real quick. So Stig, sorry, Relenia from the bag, and Melton all see that there is cocoons, large cocoons, all the way in the back, a cluster on the floor.
Is the webs blocking us from getting to it?
It is.
See if we can burn them.
Yeah, sure. So if you take a torch and kind of swing it at it, you are able to burn through the webs, and they all melt, and you're able to get back there. And when you get back there, there are 3 cocoons, and they are small humanoid shaped. Yeah, 2 small humanoid shaped one, and 1 medium-sized humanoid shape.
Guess we open up the cocoon, see what's in there.
Not the first time you guys have opened cocoons.
I'll scream out, "Leave Mr. Frodo alone!"
I love it. All right. So which one would you like to open first?
The biggest is the best.
All right. So you start to rip. It's pretty much ice, and so you try to pull on it, and you're not able to. So you'll have to use something sharp to kind of chip away at it. And so you kind of chip and chip and chip away at it. And when you start to chip, are you middle, one end, or the other?
I'm going to use a hammer.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Or what? You're just gonna hit kind of in the center on either side.
I'll use something. I'll use my dagger and try to split the cocoon open
Okay, gotcha.
without ruining whatever's on the inside.
Yeah,
Is.
so you kind of chip away at it, and in the center, when you kind of chip there, you see there's appearance of fur underneath there. Looks like multiple furs, different types that are there. As you chip down, you see at one end there's what appears to be legs, or humanoid legs, humans. And as you chip up towards the top, you see a female, a human female, that's completely encased in this. She appears to be frozen. And as you continue to chip away, it looks very similar to the barbarians that you met at the gate here. But it's a female.
That's the chick they're looking for.
Oh, that's what they were looking for? Someone, like one of their tribe?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what they said, I think, when you guys first met them. They're trying to break in to find a tribe member or something, right?
Yeah.
That was at the front of this temple.
It was, yeah. Yep, on last
okay.
session. Yep. Yeah, they were at the gates where you guys, that long hallway, they were in there trying to break into the doors that you guys were able eventually to open.
And so when we broke in, what did they do?
Actually, when you guys met them, you guys ended up fighting. I can't remember why the battle started, but it did, and they died.
They started it.
They were wrong. and we were right.
So we killed them.
Well, the victor is always right? So the story is always whatever the
Yep,
victor says.
it's how Victor writes the history.
That's right.
And by the way, you have their leader's head in your bag.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Wormblood's head is in the bag with Relenia, now that I think about that.
Oh, excellent.
Meeting of the minds.
Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. So you find her. She appears to be unconscious and stable.
Well, if we wake her, that'll be a little awkward.
We don't have to tell her.
Well, but if she's been captured or unconscious for a long amount of time, we can just tell whatever story we want. This is Lord's Alliance business.
Yeah, but who are the guys in the red balloon
I
outside?
love it. That's awesome.
I miss Relinia.
Right.
Chip,
Right.
chip open the small ones.
Alrighty. So the next one that you chip open, as you do, you see it's covered in all the same sort of fur, and it seems to have 4 legs. And as you get the head, it's you see that it's a mountain goat. However, it's all desiccated and appears to be exsanguinated, like they've sucked the blood out. The third one is, as you do it, you kind of break it apart and you see what looks like leather armor on a very small humanoid. And as you do that, you find that he had a tattered cloak on as well, and it's a shield dwarf who's clutching to a miner's pick close to his chest, and he also appears to be dead, exsanguinated.
Did you still keep your detect magic up there, Stig? Because you might be able to see if any of these things got magic on them.
Yeah, it may still be up. It's not
Yeah.
like we went super far.
Yeah, I think it probably is. Unfortunately, nobody has anything magical in this room.
Guess we'll leave those.
What do you want to do with the girl? Leaving them to her too?
I'd say we wake her up and at least find out how she got in here or what she's doing, and then decide whether the Lord's Alliance will do whatever Lord's Alliance does.
But William would first roll to see if she was good looking or not.
He would, wouldn't he?
If he thought she was.
Pretty good looking.
Or he thinks she is.
Exactly. Yep, she looks pretty good to William.
So he kind of shakes her and cleans the... Do these eggs have anything, you might have already said it, in common with the eggs that Artan or
Yep.
whatever his name was found in?
I didn't, and yeah, no, they do not. They do not look similar at all. It's just kind of ironic that we had...
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are like spider cocoons.
Exactly,
not,
yep, and these are
okay.
ice. They're crystalline. The other ones were
Oh,
kind of
okay.
that slimy sort of thing. Yep,
Yeah.
with,
Okay.
with water in 'em, or liquid.
Hey, Barry, can you throw a little heal on her?
I can. I'll cast Healing Word on her.
Alrighty, sounds good. I have her in the combat track.
I can't appear to
Oh, no worries.
select her.
Yeah, no worries. That's okay. You can just go ahead and roll the healing word die. Yep, that'll be great. Thank you. So you kind of cast it on her, and she sort of coughs, and she's like, "Oh, it's cold." Her eyes are cold. She's like, "It's so cold in here." And
Hey there, sweet cheeks. We're with the Lord's Alliance, and I've just rescued you.
her eyes immediately.
Playing perfect.
Yeah, right, exactly. The eyes open, wide open, and she kind of stares forward, and she goes, "Who are you? What'd you do to me?" And she kind of sits
My
up.
name's William.
She looks
They've
around.
made statues of me. Remember that name. You'll hear it often.
She looks around and she says something in kind of a language that you've never heard of before, and she goes, and she looks at all of you and she says, "Who are you? What did you do?"
We
Uh,
rescued you. That's what we
Was
did.
that a barbarian language?
It was a barbarian language.